Hope you're listening, YouTube. Hit that copyright claim. Let's go. I don't own this shit. Yeah. You know, I really didn't think this was going to come together.
You did.
You know, I didn't think this was going to happen today. I was like, how can all these pieces fall so perfectly into place? There's no way it's going to happen for us today, LD. No way. Look at us. We're standing on top of a mountain.
I know.
Full of sugar.
Full of sugar.
Yeah, booger sugar. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Anyway, this is a whiteboard episode. Woo! I was racking my brain all day. I'm like, what are we going to talk about? Because all that I've been listening to is Vince McMahon's shit. And it's like, we said what we need to say about that last week. It's too fucking serious. It's no fun. And then I watched the podcast cringe video, which I will link to basically our whole episode, all segments. Well, except maybe the first one. Are almost like a response to that video. You know? So I will put that down there. I got my idea of talking about that, was it Danny? No, David Goggins.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a clip of Bert Kreischer in the podcast cringe video saying something along the lines of, why would anybody hate on him? And I mean, I took that as a personal challenge. Because I hate on people, because it's motherfucking fun. And people don't understand that, you know? They think it's like some deficit in your soul. Why you hate on these perfect people that can never do anything wrong.
Right.
They're so perfect. Anyway, there's some Joe Rogan stuff on there that I thought was kind of interesting. I want to dig into it a little bit. So, I even drew a picture of Joe Rogan right here. Look at him.
I know. He's so cute.
He's gone. Gone. This will just destroy Joe Rogan's whole life. So here we go. What did Joe Rogan's dumbass say? He said, there's people that are going to hate on everything in fucking existence. Yep. You goddamn right. I go outside and I look at the grass and I get fucking mad. I'll cut a promo on the grass. I will.
Okay.
Cut a promo on anything. And that's not an honest perspective. It's not an honest perspective. Like you're not honest if you don't like something or you hate on it.
And you
You're
make a negative
honest.
comment
No, honest. I mean, of course, I'm doing like an act right now. I'm having fun. It's more than it is. It's turned up to 11, you know. I don't walk around all day going, fuck it, Joe Rogan, you know.
Right.
But like when I listen to the video, I'm like, well, he's a fucking rich idiot. So anyway, he says it's flavored by their own inadequacies. Like, I want to live Joe Rogan's life. Who the fuck would want to live Joe Rogan's life? He's miserable. Look at his fucking eyes. A big part of it is flavored by their disastrous life. He basically said the same thing because he was talking. You know, this wasn't a comment written out. Therefore, it's valid. Had he wrote this as a comment, then he would be what he's saying. You see?
Right.
Because whenever a regular person has an opinion and leaves it on his thing, they're actually being some kind of sad, pathetic piece of shit. But when he has an opinion about some shit and he just says it out loud on his show, well then, that's great. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
And it just, he went into that, and he said people that leave negative comments are mentally ill, liars, insane on medication, and they're on therapy. Joe, we're poor. If this is true, then we're definitely not on therapy. This shit's expensive, bro. Come on. I'm not on therapy. God damn. Maybe you could take some of that money and get us on therapy. Maybe we'll put opinions you don't like. We'll be normal like you.
Right.
Normal like Joe Rogan. Fucking meatball. With his fucking friends that are all goddamn, like half of them are fucking creepers that creep on underage girls.
Yeah.
You know? The other half are like narcissists that can't see past their own nose.
Right.
He's got the nerve to say that somebody is sitting on the toilet before they go to work to actually contribute to society that day. It says, I think you guys kind of suck. He's mentally ill.
Right.
He's crazy. No, he's going to hook up the power so you can do your fucking stupid ass show, idiot.
Right.
He's going out there to do the real work. You guys are clowns. You're entertainment. You don't have to exist. We'd be fine without you. There'd just be somebody in town like making everybody laugh rather than somebody nationally making everybody laugh.
Right.
You're not really needed. You're not really serving a purpose.
Yeah.
You like to call other people, normal people, pedestrians. Whereas we're not pedestrians. Everybody's got somebody in their friend group that's at least as funny as Joe Rogan. At least.
Yeah.
And I'm not that in my friend group. I know people way funnier than me. And if they ever got up on a stage, they'd blow you all away. And you'd say, oh, everybody always says that, blah, blah. Yeah, but if the motherfucker spent 10 years doing it, and he makes everybody laugh here, and he spent 10 years learning the craft, I'm sure he'd learn it quicker than Joe Rogan did. Well, he wouldn't have to squeeze in jujitsu. You know, he'd just work on being funny instead of trying to work on being a badass and funny at the same time. These people. And when I say these people, I mean these subhumans. So anyway, you know, y'all watch this podcast cringe video. It's pretty good.
It is good.
I don't like his opinions a whole lot because it's kind of soft, you know. He's like, I kind of agree with Joe here. He said, a lot of crazy people on the internet, what did he say? He said, I know there's a lot of crazy people who get their thrills or get off by making fun of famous people on the internet or trolling famous people. Mm-hmm. I mean, he just threw that out there because he don't want to piss Joe Rogan off too bad.
Yeah.
You know, he's just scared of Joe Rogan because he's trying to become Joe Rogan. Mm-hmm. So that's the difference. We don't want to be Joe Rogan. We don't want to be H3. We don't want to be any of these people. We just want to make fun of them on the weekends for shits and giggles.
Right.
That's why we can get 2,000 views on one video and follow it up with us playing Pentay. Because we don't give a fuck. So your whole fucking idea of what's going on is totally backwards, Joe. Or maybe it's just short. Your opinions are short. If they grew up to full size, they make more sense, you know? And then I'll tell you, I'm gonna throw this in too. I did watch another video, and I'm not even gonna say who it is because it's a smaller channel, and I don't remember. But he did this long video about people that do, I think it's with Jake Doolittle, talking about death threats that people send people.
Yeah.
And yeah, I say it a million times, it's stupid to send death threats. But obviously, those people that send death threats are actually like what Joe's talking about here.
Right.
He's correct talking about those people.
Right.
But this guy told a story about how he got beat up on a bus because he ran his mouth at somebody. Mm-hmm. You know, and he said it's wrong to use violence whenever somebody just says something to you, to reply with violence because you're not smart enough to think of something to say. So this is just like these comedians. They're trying to set up rules to where they're the only ones allowed to be an asshole. Mm. Yeah. So I'm allowed to be an asshole as long as I just use my words. You're not allowed to hit me if you're too stupid to come up with something. Right?
Right.
And that's like these comedians. They're saying, I mean, obviously, if you hit somebody, there's legal problems with that. I'm not disputing that. Yes. But when we talk about society and talking about talking to people and understanding people and having, you know, words with people, shit gets serious sometimes. Sometimes it gets to violence if you keep running your mouth. Mm. So maybe if somebody looks like they can beat you up, maybe get out of the situation, be quiet, take a little L, or be prepared to fight. You know, defend yourself.
Yeah.
But if, you know, they should get in trouble for hitting you, but to expect that nobody's going to hit you for running your mouth in their face is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And it's also, like I said, it's like wanting the rules to be just for you who's good at something. And not to, so the dumb guy that can beat people up good, he's not allowed to get any kind of satisfaction. He just has to get made fun of and can't say anything back. Whereas the really smart guy who's got all the good quips to say, he just gets to run around and bully all those guys.
Right.
That's all they're trying to do. They just want to be a bully too.
Yeah.
They're just jealous. They're just feeling inadequate. Anyway, I'm fired up about this. What?
Yeah,
Where we at on time?
10 minutes, almost 11.
Okay, I think it's a pretty good thing to wrap things up. But that was one thing I wanted to talk about was the way these comedians want to stack things. Ari is a good example of this, right?
Yeah.
Ari wants to say offensive things. I don't have a problem with offensive jokes. I don't care. However, if you're going to tell offensive jokes, you can't cry like a baby when people get offended.
Right.
You can't go on a Tucker Carlson documentary about how comedy is dying because people got offended at your offensive on purpose jokes.
Right.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. You just want to be able to, and then you want to complain about people making fun of you. Listen, if your voice is heard by 50,000 people, right, and you're allowed to say whatever you want to them, aren't they allowed to then, those 50,000 people, each of them individually, allowed to say something back to you?
I would think so.
I would think so, especially when it's just a little comment.
Right.
I mean, you don't have to read it like Joe Rogan says he doesn't read it.
Yeah.
And it's, just like you don't have to watch the show to say some shit you don't like. I think it's perfectly fine for motherfuckers to get in the comment section and troll you rich people if they want to.
I think so too.
I think that's part of what you signed up for.
Yeah.
And if there's always a back door. You have enough money to retire the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You could get out of the public eye if you wanted to.
Exactly.
You could do it and still live a good life above most people, which is what's most important to you guys, is feeling better than everybody else.
Yeah.
So you could still do that. So that's part of the contract you make when you choose to be a famous person. Because at this point, it's a choice. I'm not talking about people that go viral because somebody's filming them on their worst day or whatever. That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
But as far as you guys that are trying to be famous, that's what you've been trying to do your whole fucking life, to then want to never hear anything negative about it and never get a criticism, especially when you are trying to be, against the grain, then, it's ridiculous. And the podcast Cringe said so much as well, just a little less,
Mean.
Yeah, probably a little less mean. But that was my response to his video, really is, I guess, the best way. And just give my 2 cents, which was similar to his 2 cents, but, hopefully we had some laughs along the way. Anyway, love you guys. That's going to be it for this week. And next week's going to be it's going to be a rough one too. And then the week after that, Orlando.
That's right.
We'll
be filming in Orlando.
Hopefully there'll be something more to talk about, but we'll pull something out our ass if we've got to. All right, y'all.
All right.
Y'all be good and leave fucking shitty comments to everybody.
Bye.
Bye.